Welcome to Crack It. We are going to discuss about the interview questions. Those are related to the method references and metaspace features that are introduced as a part of Java 8. We are going to understand these questions by explanations through the code. Also, the prerequisites to understand method references or functional interfaces and lambda functions. So we discussed those two topics already in our videos. So I'll pin that to the comment section so that you can understand those concepts first before you start this. We launched this channel new, so please support us with your likes, shares and subscriptions if you like this content. So what are method references in Java? In Java 8, we can refer a method from a class or an object using the class : method name. What is it? So previously before Java 8, how will we call the method? We will call the method using the object name dot method of and by passing the parameters. So but after Java 8, we can call the method name. How can we call that? Class name : the method name. We can call using this syntax. With method references, we are passing the method as a value, and this method references can be used in various contexts like functional interfaces, lambda expressions and streams. Why do we need method references in Java? To simplify the lambda expressions, to enhance our code readability, to improve our code maintainability. How is it simplifying the lambda expressions? Suppose if I'm using only the lambda expressions to call just a single method, then we can still simplify the lambda expression with this method references, which will make our code more readable. So always this method references will make our code readable and self-explanatory. Also, it will improve the code maintainability. We will see, we'll try to understand all these with an example in the next slide. What are the types of method references? There are 4 types of method references. We'll see all the coding examples for this. Let's first try to understand what are those types. So we can call a static method with the class static method name. Also we can call an instance method name with a class : we can call the same instance method name with class instance, that is the object, and we can call a constructor using this method references. So let's now try to understand all these 4 types with an example. So this is the example that I'm going to use for all the 4 types of the method references. So only for this first type I have given like using the lambda expressions without any method references. Why I've written this here is to show you that the code readability has been improved. If we see here, this piece has been reduced to just math : max, which improves our code readability. Just for a single operation, if we can see that this has been this much clear. So if it is for a multiple lambda expressions or multiple pipelining operations we do for a single list, then this method references will definitely improve the code readability. So that is okay. We have just seen the advantage of it. Let's see what we are doing this in this example. So I have an integer list and I want to know the maximum value in the list. How can we do that? Let's iterate that list using a stream, and we know that what reduce operation is doing. Reduce operation will simplify and will produce as a result based on the binary operator that we are going to pass here, and to us it is like we are giving math.max. So we already have a function math.max. What will it do? It will provide like compare these 2 values and returns the greatest value out of it. It is already existing function, so we are using that. And if that value is present, we are printing that value. If it is not present, we are printing 0. So this is what we are doing, trying to identify this 90 using the code, using this reduce method. So if we see here, this is our first example. For this method reference, what are we doing? Let's go and check what this max method is. So max method is a method in a math class, and this is a static method. So we are calling this static method using the class name. What is our class name? Math is our class name. So math : max. This is the method reference that we are using here. So what example is this? Calling the static method name with class name. So this is our second example. What is it? Instance with instance method name. Let's go and check what this println is. Yes. What is this println? We can see that println is a method in the print stream class. What is this method? Is it a static method? No, it is not a static method. Then it is a instance method. Yes, it is confirmed that println is an instance method name. Then what is this out? Let's go and see. We can see that out is an instance of this print stream. Yes. Then this out is an instance of the print stream. Yes, this is an instance, and again println is a instance method name. So with method reference, how are we calling it? Instance name : method name. This is the example for instance with instance method name. What's the next example? Class with instance method name. So what are we doing in this line? We are just sorting this list using the comparator that we are passing. So where is this method reference we used? We used it here. So integer : compare to. Let's go and check what this compare to is. Yes, compare to is a method, and that is an instance method. Let's come here. Yes, that is an instance method name. Let's go check what this integer is. Integer is the class name. So this example covers class name : instance method name. Next is reference to a constructor. So if you see here, like the same thing I am doing here, I am sorting the list and I am collecting it to an array list. So how am I doing it? To collection class. In the to collection class, actually what do I need to pass? I need to pass a supplier. Any supplier in which collection I want to have it, I can pass that supplier. Here for that supplier, I am passing this new array list. So instead of giving new array list open brace close brace, we are using this method reference. So we can use this method reference in 4 different places. Yes, in 4 different places. Where and all we can use? Class name : static method name, instance with instance method name, class with instance method name, and with the constructors. Why are we using it? To improve the code readability, maintainability, and to simplify our lambda expressions like this. This discussed about the method references. Let's now go understand what is metaspace and how is it different from the Permgen space. This is a frequently asked interview question. Permgen space was there till Java 7, and after Java 8, Permgen space was completely removed and metaspace came into picture. What was this Permgen space doing and why was it removed? Let's try to understand. So this Permgen space is nothing but that is a special space in the Java heap. And what and all we will store in the Permgen space? We will store the static content, we will store the application's metadata, we will store the class structure and the codes for the methods and constructors. All these will be stored in the Permgen space, and Permgen space is a fixed space that is up to a limited size, and which may lead to out of memory error often. Yes, we programmers, when we work in Java 7, till Java 7 we'll know that how many times we'll get this out of memory error, and we will change the VM arguments to increase this size. Yes, this is a very common error with a Permgen space. Also, because of all these reasons, JVM must perform the garbage collection frequently. Why? We'll get this error often. If we get this error, the JVM has to do the garbage collection frequently, and this garbage collection is a very costly operation. So how can we avoid all these? We avoided all these by completely removing this feature called Permgen space in Java 8 and introduced metaspace. Let's see how this metaspace has solved all these problems. We discussed in a previous slide that metadata was stored in Permgen space till Java 7. From Java 8, all these metadata information is now stored in the native memory called this metaspace, and this metaspace is not a contiguous Java heap memory, but Permgen space was a contiguous Java heap memory. This is not contiguous. Also, the metaspace size can be auto increased based on the underlying OS. The size of the metaspace can be increased based on the underlying OS, but it's not the case with the Permgen space. Permgen space is fixed. The Permgen's maximum space is fixed, but with metaspace based on the OS we can increase the size of the metaspace. Also, we can set the maximum size of the metaspace using this command xx : metaspace size. What are the benefits we have got? What are the improvements that we have got because of this metaspace? The improvements is with the garbage collection, auto tuning of this garbage collection, and concurrent deallocation of metadata. What is this auto tuning? It is nothing but the garbage collector now automatically triggers the cleaning of the dead classes once the class's metadata usage reaches its maximum metaspace size. So, if the metadata information has reaches its maximum metaspace size, the garbage collector will trigger cleaning of those dead classes automatically. This tuning has been improved from Permgen to metaspace. Also, can we assure that after metaspace we will not get out of memory error? No, it is not the case. Yes, the out of memory error with the JVM has reduced, but it is not like it is completely prevented. So we need to monitor for the any memory leaks to avoid the out of memory exceptions. We have to be careful with this exception. It is not that it's completely prevented, the chances of getting this is reduced. This introduction of metaspace is an important feature in Java 8's JVM memory management. So it's a very important interview question and we have to be prepared for this. In this video we have covered all these interview questions like importance of the method references and what is method reference, why do we need it, what is like a Permgen memory space, what is metaspace, how it has overcome the shortcomings of the Permgen space, how is it different from the Permgen space. All these questions we have covered. If you want any specific topic to be discussed, please let us know in the comment section. We'll discuss that. We'll create a new video for it and we will discuss it. Thanks for watching Crack It. Please do like, share and subscribe.